very beautiful place we're watching here at A7FL Nevada. The only place on the planet you can see the Las Vegas Strip as you're watching some amazing football.
It is definitely very beautiful during the nighttime game. You see the whole entire strip line, and of course, as you can see, you can see Allegiant Stadium right there in the corner. So, what exactly is it that you do? First off,
I know you're an A7FL or an A7FL board member, NFL Draft Scout. You also are the Hula Bowl.
I'm the National Scout for the Hula Bowl this year. I was at the East-West Shrine for about 13 years, and last year I moved over to the Hula Bowl because they moved me from Hawaii because of COVID, and they're building a new stadium now over there. They moved the game from Hawaii to Orlando, so they asked for some scouts to help there because moving a game of that magnitude changes, sponsors, all that other stuff. But as far as make sure the players and the direction they're going, well, they're not going to Hawaii, they're going to Orlando.
So now it's at the Citrus Bowl?
It's actually at the UCF.
At UCF. Okay.
At the bounce house.
And so, if I am not mistaken, this is your first time actually out to an A7FL game.
I've seen them online and I've seen them streamed, but I've never been to one, and this is really exciting. I'll tell you one thing.
What's your thoughts so far?
Well, I tell you, this is not a child's game. These are grown men out there. This is not a hey, let's go play and moms and pops comes and watch and everything. No, this is real. This is real football, and some of these guys have some real talent. Matter of fact, one of the things I'm looking at, I've taken a few numbers down, just to talk to the XFL, to talk to the arena that's coming. I know Dr. Jen Walter. She's also on A7, but she's also the linebackers coach for the Vegas Vipers. And I texted her, I sent her a message, told her I'm in town. And I'm like, man, what I did? I haven't heard back, but it doesn't matter. She always looked like me on stream and watch the A7FL.
So you came out here to watch some talent for the A7FL today. Are there any particular players that you've been actually keeping an eye on in these games, or is it kind of
way too early? No, way too early. I don't like giving anybody false hopes. But there's a couple guys that I was really impressed with on the Insomniacs, a couple here on the Force. The next game.
You haven't even seen Sick with It and Kryptonite yet.
That's what I heard. So that's why I'm happy to be here. I'll be here all day. I promised Derek last year I'd be here, and it really didn't work out. But this year, because the draft was in Kansas City and the scout meetings are in Las Vegas. Next year, the draft is in Detroit, and then the scout meetings are in South Beach. So here's my plan. So when you are what's the one intangible that you what I'm looking for, there are some measurables that, you can't, no disrespect, you can't be 40 years old. There's no, it's past your time. If you're playing here, kudos to you and keep playing. But what I'm looking for is, when you were 12 years old, there was always that one kid that stood out. Believe it or not, in my eyes and my vision and my history of scouting, it happens at this level as well. Travis Kelce is much bigger because he's just Travis Kelce, right? We know him as Travis Kelce. But imagine some of the other tight ends that are not as big. There's some visual tangibles and some actual reflective, like if there's a basketball player that becomes a tight end, you can tell his feet are really, really good. But those things you can't be taught. No, you can't teach height and you can't teach speed. So, well, that is a fact. But a 5'9" defensive lineman is not what we're looking for.
So asking about height and asking about skill level, I guess we're going to take a break. I'll get back to you at the end of that. It's A7FL on A7FL TV.
Outstanding questions.
Thank you.
But what I'm trying to push here is, this isn't for kids. This is real.
No, it is.
Oh, okay. No, this is. Oh, by the way, to answer your question, here's what I do. Those two guys I'll look at film. These I started writing and then I crossed him out, and then I'll end up looking at 2 or 3 guys. And then I'll push them up to X. And now, can you get an NFL player over here? if we all missed them, we all deserve to be fired.
Right.
So we get compensated very well to do what we do. We don't do it right.
What's the verb? We're potting down during breaks, right? Yeah, so now he's potting down during breaks.
Thanks.
I forgot that time. I had to.
So what else you got, man? You're asking some killer questions.
I'll probably think of some more. Yeah, that's just my main thing. Like, what's the one intangible that you look for? Because I mean, you know, some have it, some don't, and then some possibly have a spark that could possibly lead to something.
This is what they look for. The size of the waist, how fast you run, how big your hands are.
And of course the vertical. Yeah. Not even the vertical?
And then you have the, like Deuce Vaughn that just got drafted. There's no such thing as a 5'7", 5'8". Now that is the hard one to talk about. Yeah, they got a lot of power. This kid's good.
What's his name, Casey?
That's Marcellus.
Yeah, I got it. Well, we already met downstairs. So we can get something.
But also the same thing, when you talk about these linemen again, you know, Darren Sproles had that same kind of group because he was similar in size.
Correct. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Darren Sproles. Yeah, he's like you.
Yeah.
And but there's not a lot of Spud Webbs in the world. There's not a lot of Sproles. And honestly, if you look at it, I don't think there's any NFL Hall of Famers.
I agree.
Hey, we are back here live, A7FL Nevada on YouTube, on Fox 5.2, Cox 125, and A7FL.TV. Again, beside us we have Luis Ojeda, an NFL draft scout, also the Hula Bowl scout, here alongside us, checking out some of our talent levels that we have out here today. I was going to ask you before we went to break, what are your thoughts on some of the people on the Insomniacs, the likes of OTC number 6 and Anthony Tone Smith number 4 in the running backfield?
You know, the thing is, I'm out here watching it, and I get to watch very few plays as I'm basically sizing up the players on the sidelines, seeing if they're almost character is good. You don't want to suggest somebody and all of a sudden, they come in thinking they own the team. There's a whole lot of psyche that's involved in what we all do. It's not easy. I'm one of the few blessed ones that have gotten to do this for 15 plus years, and right here, I mean, I have to go back and look at film. I keep track of some numbers, like I showed you guys. I keep track of some of the players' numbers. And then from here, I forward their names and information to the next levels, Arena, XFL, because Vegas has the capabilities to be a monster. Like they actually talk about the NFL team.
One more question. What would you say is the easiest position to scout? And what would be the most difficult position to scout?
The most difficult position is receiver, because receiver and defensive back, you don't really know. Because you might be a defensive back in college, but you might be a better receiver in the pros, and vice versa. So, and then the easiest one is, of course, offensive linemen, because they have great team, great hands. The rest is easy. They fight every play. So in the trenches, like everybody says, it's so important for these linemen to. I mean, everybody give them the respect they deserve. Because nothing happens without them.
Absolutely.
And this is one of the most exciting things in football.
This 3-on-1 throw.
I love it. I love it.
We did have a whistle and a flag. It looks like our thrower stepped beyond the line. That's going to put the ball in hand to the Hunters. That's Ollie Dorsey, the Reaper, at the 25-yard line. Going to take off 3-on-1 with the ball in hand.
Any relation to the Undertaker? Since he is the Reaper.
I figure he's probably part of the Brothers of Destruction.
That's a good possibility.
You got the Reaper, you got Kane, you got...
You guys are way younger than me. I was thinking Dusty Rhodes.
There's the run, and another flag down over here. And I believe that's going to be another false start off of the run.
Don't get me started on this because that's what we can talk all day about this. Get funky like a monkey, if you will. Huge Dusty fan.
Oh yes, the Rhodes, that whole Rhodes family, just full of wrestling.
Like I legit cried tears when Dusty passed away. I legit cried in tears. That's
Here comes the run, up to midfield, jukes to the outside, and gets wrapped up immediately and drugged down at midfield. That's where the Hunters will start. First down and 10.
I'm trying to understand, why did he just stop at the 50-yard line? He just completely just stopped and just didn't, innocence gave himself up.
Looks like he tried to break down and juke a defender, and the defender didn't have anything left.
He didn't bite, no, none whatsoever.
Yeah, this brings up another great example of how safe this is. The NFL is really doing studies on the A7, looking at I mean, there's less concussions here than there is with all that equipment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, trust me, it's being looked at, and this is generational what's going on down here.
Empty backfield for Matthias Johnson. 2 receivers high, 1 man in motion from the low side, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and a throw incomplete into double coverage. That's going to be second and 10 here. And it's funny you say that because a lot of people, when I talk to them, they're like, how are they doing this no pads, no helmets, and considering themselves safer? And my thing is, I've watched football a long time. It seems like in helmet and pad football, the main cause of the injury with the head is the head bouncing in the helmet. You don't have that bounce and ricochet with your head moving inside that helmet as much. Keeps you a little safer.
Now, I do have a question. I don't know, Mr. Wright, if you have any insight to this. As a pass intercepted
By Rainey, and he's got one person to beat. Gets the sideline, cuts back inside. He's at the 25, and that's where he'll be swung down by a swarm of Hunters.
So my question is about this new helmet that the quarterback is going to be using. Can you tell us more about that?
Actually, I got to go to Rydell and to a couple of the companies to look at these prototypes. Very interesting. It's gonna be more of a technology advancement than actual, in my opinion, prevention, because it'll tell you where you got hit. Okay, so it'll tell you where your injury is. So it also helps with the actual injury.
So it's got contact sensors basically into the helmet to tell them this is exactly where they got hit, this is where their injury is going to be.
Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is really amazing. But out here, we don't use none of those fandangled helmets. We just play man up, and this is not necessarily a macho thing. This is real football.
This is literally backyard football the way it was played when we were kids in school.
Oh man, every day after school.
And during recess.
And here comes a new quarterback. Or no, that's just Fox.
That's Fox.
Morales in motion, takes the pass on the far sideline, gets a block upfield by Wild Ball, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown!
Great blocking by the Great
Number 24, great receiver. Cross-up.
Yeah, Cooper did the key block, and Morales just did the rest with his speed. But again, as I've said a lot of times, the screen pass has become a lost art.
It is now 46-0. Under 1-2. Eat another touchdown. When I say eat another touchdown, I mean our defense just ate another score.
Yeah.
They're getting munched on by the force, and Munchie ain't even a part of this team.
No.
Alright, I'm on one.
Walters just declared himself eligible for number 37.
That's one big man that can catch a ball.
Yeah, and can run with it.
You got two receivers to the bottom of the screen. That's going to be Pac-Man and St. Patrick.
And you got Cooper in the backfield.
You got Wild Ball in the backfield. There's this pass, and intended for Pac-Man off his hands, incomplete. And what are your thoughts on the quarterback play that you've seen today from the quarterbacks?
Well, unfortunately, I've only seen one side based on what's going on with the scoreboard. So, you know, for them to be playing and to be able to throw the ball at this level, I mean, that was a great ball thrown. Unfortunately, it was right through the hands. So, I mean, that you can't control as a quarterback.
Now we get ready again for what we call the most exciting play in football here in the A7.
I love it. I love
it's
it.
the 3-on-1 throw-off.
You know, this thing should move up a little bit. I like this. Maybe have it with the kicker and 5 guys or something. I don't know. You know, but
Well, here's my question. What would you say, or what player would you say that you took praise in your big team? And you could make it in top 3 if you want to.
let's see. I'm from Eastern Washington. That'll give you a big hint. That's where I started scouting. I think he was an NFL MVP in the Super Bowl a few years back. How's that for you? Probably the best receiver in the NFL right now.
Okay. Wide receiver. Okay. Test my knowledge.
Eastern Washington. FCS.
So that'll be. No. He went to Kent State.
Eastern Washington. NFL Triple Crown winner.
Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup.
There you go.
Eastern Washington. I met him when he was in 10th grade in high school.
Well, as
As soon as you said Eastern Washington, I had it. I just wanted to see if Double A could figure out.
How can I forget me being a Niners fan? I see him twice a year torch my defense.
Trips to the bottom side of the field here. Empty backfield for Johnson. There's the snap. And the defense gets through, and that's going to be another interception. That time picked off by the big man in the backfield. Big number 45, Ivory Jackson. And there is an injury on the field as one of the linemen went down awkwardly on his leg. And there is also a flag that was thrown out. So we're going to see what the flag is about. I'm sure that flag is after the interception, probably on the try to the return on a personal foul on the Hunters. That'll move the force half the distance to the goal, I believe.
Okay, so Cooper Cup is one. Which
The best points I mean, that was really, really easy. Michael Penix from next year.
Really? From Washington? Oh my goodness.
Right now, because of where I live, Washington. I can drive there, so from a distance. I know.
Here we go. 1st and 10 inside the 10, or at the 10. 2 backs in the backfield. Takes a snap and pitches it instead to the big number 37, who's going to truck his way into the end zone. Touchdown!
And here comes the whole force team onto the field.
And that
To
will
celebrate
probably
with
be a unsportsmanlike penalty for the celebration. We're going to break it. A7FL Nevada on YouTube. Oh, my. That's going to be a dead ball, personal foul, celebration, excessive celebration penalty.
Well, of course, one of the best vandals ever scattered was Michael Potty from that regard.
Oh yeah, they need it.
One of the best.
From Idaho. Very good. Very good.
One of the best pulling guards I've ever seen.
You're applying out Idaho. I've thrown names games in the bucket. Now I get to pick the games out of the bucket.
Oh,
so.
nice.
Well,
That all comes from Fox.
a couple of good ones. Isaac Butts, who out of Idaho, that never got to play because he got injured. I see him walking around town in southeastern Washington, where I live. He would have been really nice. Even after injury, he had a rookie camp. And it's good for him. Too much.
But no, one thing I've noticed out here living out here, there's just a lot of tremendous football talent that have gone elsewhere to pursue their football dreams. And it just makes you wonder about this stuff.
We are back here live. It's the A7FL Nevada on YouTube, A7FL.TV, Fox 5.2, and Fox 125. Empty backfield for Briscoe on the extra point. Fakes the throw, and then he's going to run it himself, and he's going to get there for the extra point is good. So with that score, the excessive celebration penalty is going to be enforced on the throw. We're going to go ahead and take a break and say 7-7
Oh, bring on the Lakers. Bring on the Lakers.
The Lakers?
I'm a Warriors fan.
I don't watch it. I don't have time for the NBA. I barely have time for the NFL.
Well, my heart's been broken 3 out of the last 4 years. Being a Niner fan.
Being part of a lot of friends.
Being a part of the Final Four. And not being able to finish the back here on the campus of Bonanza High School. This is the A7FL Nevada. Here on Fox 5.2, and A7FL.TV. Casey Fox, the operator here with the live. We also have Mr. Ojeda, scout for the NFL. Nice enough to come by and share this time with us. We appreciate it.
I don't even know. I'm having a blast. Like I said earlier, where else was I really good football and Las Vegas Strix.
Here's the throw from Wildcat Ball. Right to Peasy. He's going to bring it back up to the sideline. He spins off his defender and then is taken down or out of bounds by Murray on that far sideline.
So here's a question I got, Mr. Ojeda. When it comes to turf and the skins, which is the cause for more touchdowns? Turf or
100% it's the turf, but technology has gotten way better. When I played back at the University of Minnesota in the early 80s, the turf was called AstroTurf. And you can literally burn your shins and your elbows when you fall on that stuff. But you get to go faster. Back then, you get to go a lot faster. But now, this turf I actually walk it. It's actually it's very forgiving. It doesn't have the block. Yeah. This is excellent. On turf.
Good look. Keeps it in bounds. He's at the 20, and they're going to mark him out. They're going to mark him out at the 37-yard line. way back here where he went out to begin with on the first hit.
Still a great effort by him.
Yes, it was. I wasn't sure if he went out though. From here, it was hard to see. I like the fact the ref continued to let it go until he was for sure that he had clarification that the guy stepped out.
Absolutely. That was great.
The hat came off, so he definitely did step out.
Near side now, back up to the middle. Far side.
As we got 5:45 to go here. It is 53-0 in favor of the Force, as they are definitely imposing their own habits since the opening throw.
Well, as I said to start the day, it looked like the Insomniacs laid the blueprint and drew it up, and now the Force are going, we have the roadway that we need to follow. And that's what they're doing.
Are we really going to see this?
I think we are. We're now over 140 points unanswered in the first two games.
That's what I was asking earlier.
And there's the snap and the handoff to Peasy. Far side on the sweep.
Rainey
He'll
was
be
not,
taken down. That was not Peasy, that was Tail. My bad.
Rainey was not letting go for good life. He was not letting go for anything.
That's going to be third or fourth down now for the Hunters.
Plymouth Ojeda with the national game coming up between two very good teams. They're both 3-1, both in the thick of the race for the top seed here in our division between Sickwit and Kryptonite. What are you looking for in that game?
I'm going to look for a lot of speed. I'm going to look basically speed because if they're top level teams, it's going to be a 50-50 balance, run, throw. So right now we're seeing very few throws here.
There's a snap and he slips as he comes to the near side, falls down, and that's going to be first down for the Force.
Yeah, and the Force has benefited mainly from turnovers this game, so it's kind of hard to judge, but film later really tells me everything. But on the next game, I'd like to see more 50-50 balance, running, passing. Like to see the quarterbacks get more.
I think from sick with it, that's what you're gonna get a more balanced game. They like to throw, they like to pass, but they also like to run the ball. The Kryptonite run heavy at times, but they have a quarterback that can sling it with the best of them down the field.
So if you really like the 3-1 return, you got two dynamic guys that thrive in that.
Lavish T, we call him Lavish here. He plays for Sick with it, and then KJ Burrell, who we used to call Cheetah on the Kryptonite. Two returners, they will go back and forth on the return tonight. Yeah, he does not. He does not.
Just making sure.
Yeah. We used to call him Cheetah.
I do look at my notes as well. So.
Oh, there goes Voodoo Reek.
And Voodoo is a running back that just runs with power. No matter what game it is and what down and what quarter.
Well, as we've seen this afternoon, they, of course, have four capable guys of carrying the load and just imposing their will to the run game. But we've got some beef, as Big 34 just declared himself eligible. You got beef on the line like that can move the pile and move the trenches.
There's the snap.
Got him.
And there's wide open down the field for Morales, and just over and out of his hand. That was a perfectly placed ball by Rock Briscoe, and Morales with the speed to catch it. I think the wind may have played a little bit into that.
Looking at the field goal post, you're 100% correct.
The wind carried it just a little further than Morales' speed would allow him to catch.
I would have gone for it. I would have gone full. I would have gone full Steve Largent.
Oh, by the way, stick around for the 7 o'clock game because you're going to see a guy named Savion Cunningham for OTT that is by far the best returner in the A7FL. And a receiver that ball, he would have caught up to it and caught it in the end zone.
You want to talk about great tight work, foot rope on the sideline? Savion Cunningham is the real deal.
You put him in a league with a wide receivers coach that can teach him how to run a crisp route correctly, and he's going to be an unstoppable receiver in the next level at any level. There's a pass incomplete intended for Wildcat ball. Smart poop.
Anyway, back to the A7 Nationals. Snoop Dogg's making comments about the A7FL, and he said he'd like to be the commissioner, so I'm going to call him out right here in front of everybody. Saying, hey Snoop, I know you're listening. It's time for you to become the commissioner of the A7FL. We're out here in Vegas.
You can become the commissioner of the A7FL LA and A7FL Vegas if you want to. We'll let you have them both.
Just give me a Northern California Bay Area division, I'll be happy. That's all I want. I don't ask for much.
I believe it's in the works and coming.
It's coming.
I just want my home area to get some love too. Have to be a part of this.
There's a snap and a handoff to Voodoo Rick up the middle. He gets enough for the first down. That's a gain of 4.
Because I already had somebody messaging me about, hey, how do I sign up? I'm like, we're working on trying to get a division other so you can.
That's wonderful. Sacramento area would be a great place. Seattle, of course, the Portland up there would be another great addition to national A7FL. And but there's no one that's running a more professional site right now than Nevada.
There's a snap and another football thrown well by Briscoe into the end zone for Pac-Man just out of his reach.
And that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
With the score 53-0, as it's been all force all over the Hunters. And I've got one more name sick with it to watch out for. Another number 57. We talked about a lineman. He's Sai Saya. And he went to the University of Vanderbilt. He is now playing A7FL Nevada with Sick with it. He is their center, I believe, or one of their nose guards.
He plays up the middle. His motor's relentless. He can get to the quarterback.
He can double team somebody by himself. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. Go and thank you again, Ojeda, for being up here with us.
Appreciate it.
A7FL on A7FL.TV.
You did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank you.
color. Good. You did good.
He is. He's a great color commentator.
That was really good.
I'm on 2.
I think we both had some really
You caught me twice. I'm like, well, I hardly get caught. That's good.
So, thank you for that interview. Thank you for allowing me to go live on my YouTube too, because people are going to go, you never interviewed an NFL scout. I got the proof.
Yes, he did. In case that's still playing.
Oh, it's still playing.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cool. Good. Was that fun?
Oh, yeah.
Found the balls that I lost for them.
You found your balls.
Yes, I lost Barry's balls last week.
Oh.
He told me to go get one for my son. I found 3 and I pumped them all up. Well, Scooter walked by and snatched one.
Of course.
And then Darnell walked by and snatched one.
Of course.
I was the one supposed to take it.
I really want to feel the ball and just grip it just to see what it feels like.
Slippery.
Really?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back here live. It's A7FL Nevada. I am Casey Cox. Alongside me, as always,
Scott, the Viking Corp.
And I am double A in Minneapolis. And well, 2 games, 2 shutouts. I definitely was not expecting this on the side between the Hunters and the Force. I thought the Hunters would give a game. I thought the Force would win, but I was not expecting a 50-0 shutout.
Nobody saw this. And I mean, the Force probably saw this coming. But going down there, speaking with a couple of the guys from the Hunters, they left their will to win at home today. Like
this is what I was saying. The Hunters today came into this game like they wanted to be the prey. They didn't come in like they were the Hunters.
no,
They came in like they were hunting, like they knew they were going to be hunting, and there was nothing they were going to be able to do. Now I think at halftime they need to take a knee on the sideline and do a different type of.
They need to do something because it's about about 15 minutes away from being over.
Water break, fellas. Anybody need water?
Well, I don't think the next game is going to be like this. That's will be the national game between Sickwood and both teams coming in at 3-1 this season. So both teams trying to assert themselves as the number 2. Assert themselves as number 2 in the Nevada division. Because this is a big,
I'm throwing the asterisk in there just I think they're the number 2.
I'm biased.
I'm biased?
Are you talking about your boys in green?
No!
Green,
I'm
that's
talking about Sick. My boys in green are nice, but they got a handful of them.
Well, Sickwood definitely feels some kind of way. Casey, you pointed something out. What's going on here?
Peasy's out of uniforms. He's done. He's done for the day.
Alright, guys. They're ranking 15.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
They called third quarter. That's right.
10,
We'll take this break. You're watching the A7FL on A7FL.tv. Fox Football Group on.
3, 2, 1. Break.
I thought it was halftime. Why the fuck did I think it was halftime?
You said it twice. It's hilarious. I'm trying to correct it the first time because you got me on it the first time, but they were already shaking hands when you said it, and I was so confused.
I thought it was halftime.
No. So we pretty much have a
The
3
last game was 86-0. 86, so that means that 86.
139 total.
Oh no, Kryptonite plays next, and they're going to.
Actually, what happens if we can the schedule paper that we have?
Oh no.
Definitely. Like for sure.
15 seconds.
Thank you guys for coming in and watching.
Huh?
Go ahead and shut that down so I have that video.
10, 9, 8,
Oh yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, live.
Back here at Bonanza High School, this is the A7FL Nevada on A7FL.tv, YouTube, and Smartphone 2 and Cox 125. Anthony Alvarez alongside Scott the Viking McCollum and Casey Cox, to where we got about 30 minutes between the game of the week between the Kryptonite and Sickwood. Again, both teams coming in at 3-1. Both teams in a fight for that number 2 slot in the Nevada division. Of course, the Insomniacs maintain their pace at 5-0. So somebody will go to 4-1 and will take undeniable control of the number 2 slot, and the lead will go to 3. Viking, how do you see this coming out between Sickwood and?
Well,